24% of American Jews do not consider themselves Jewish. I find this really troubling because we know that the reason that they feel this way is because of the antagonization that Israel gets in American media. People don't want to be perceived as an enemy even when the accusations against us are false. Instead of standing up for yourselves, people just disconnect with that identity. And I think that's a horrible mistake because what people don't realize is anytime you disconnect from one identity, you're likely replacing it with another. And instead of being part of the Jewish community who are known to look out for one another, people instead just default to their political beliefs as their main sense of identity. And I think that's a huge problem because not only do politicians brainwash you harder than anybody ever, but you'll never find that sense of community on the ballot box. Jewish people are incredibly diverse, especially when it comes to political thought, and I think it's a travesty that people are disconnecting from their identities and likely replacing it with their politics. Think for yourself. You don't need to be devout to be a member of the Jewish community. You just need to be proud of who you are. That's the only thing. And I think it's a horrible shame to see people looking in the mirror and telling themselves, you know what? I don't connect with this identity at all, and I don't even want to associate with it. You're letting them win by converting you out. And it's not to another religion, it's to their political dogma. There's nothing wrong with being Jewish, despite what everybody else in the world will tell you. And I've always hoped that when people see hatred against Jews, they should be willing to fight against it instead of disconnecting from it. Because you're missing the opportunity to be part of one of the strongest knit communities in the history of the world. And I wouldn't trade it for anything.